So let's talk about this Chrome Inspector tool. This is part of the developer tools that come with the Chrome browser. So if you right click on any web page and then click on this inspect element option, you'll see you get this little menu down here pop up, and it allows you to kind of look at all of the HTML rendered on the page from within the browser. And then to the right, you'll see all the CSS rules. Now, we'll look at this in depth down the line, but I want to mention something that's very handy about this tool. Number one, you can use it to kind of analyze how other sites are built. Now, you won't know exactly how it's built, but you will be able to understand generally how the browser chooses to render these particular sites. So, for example, with the Facebook homepage, we can look at this web page and then right-click on specific elements and hit Inspect Element. And then we can see, some of the characteristics, the HTML attributes that are tied to it, and so on. So you can really learn a lot about other websites and pick up a lot just to see how things are done just by inspecting elements. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you copy and paste any of this, because typically a lot of websites can have very complex layouts. Some of them might not follow the best rules and things like that, but it is a great reference. And one other really cool thing you can do here is in this first kind of box where it says element.style, you can actually go in here and manipulate a particular element. So for example, if I right click on this Facebook logo, I can go in here and I can say, okay, let's make the width 200 pixels. And we've just widened it, but now nobody else is seeing this. Keep this in mind. This is just you seeing it in your own browser. You're just kind of hacking up what the browser is rendering in your particular session. But it's a good way to experiment with styles. So, for example, I could right-click on this, and I can see that they have a font size set here of 28. Well, I could go in there and override it with my up key and kind of make it larger and see what it would look like if it were a bit larger. And you can do that many levels deep with this list of CSS styles if you kind of follow your eyes and go down. So I recommend that you use this quite a bit when you're doing web development, and you definitely will down the line as we explore more advanced techniques. So going back to the page we're working on, for example, it's a great way to kind of explore it, and you can use this magnifying glass to select particular elements. So if I select this H1 here, I can go in here and just try some things out. I could say, let's override the color purple, change it to one of these, like this blue here. And we could even do other things like add multiple styles, like, font family times. And we can even copy some of this and paste it back over here. And as long as we indent it all right, it's a great way to kind of go back and forth and interact from the browser to our actual code. So that's a little bit about the inspector. We're going to use this quite a bit going forward.